How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
I'm on it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is suspicious timing, if you ask me.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
Can Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
New dark web drug, right? The cops are trying hard to keep it off the streets. Back when the cops tried...
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic. I've found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Disobedience will be met with force. Investigation. Is permitted.
Malaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Let's say hi then.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Honestly, can we blame him for being so paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Grand.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
I'm seeing windows. Any thoughts, Bagley?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
I'm on it. This Hamish doesn't strike me as overly welcome, but he is good with traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I'm on it.
Welcome to Clare and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change. The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right, no need to get excited.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
No. In fact, we're more like the opposite.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Kill me if you've got to, but you've got to run, now.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know. Why else would I be risking me arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we want your help. Cass is no friend of ours. He tried to kill us and had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. Guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Requesting patrols to go.
Fuck! Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about the left shoot.
Jesus.
We have a visual on the suspect.
Putting an end to the chase now.
It's a pursuit intervention technique.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Terminating pursuit and coming back.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing and some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Auto drive now disabled.
Standard quadrant search. I have this one.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Responding to the call. Over.
Okay. Jesus, I don't even know if we could get in there.
I'd like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
No sign of the target.
Let's
Over.
find this wanker. Drone, initiate search.
All units, disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
Hey,
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
that's the point. Nigel Cass is pitching some sort of big project that's sure to make life difficult for everyone. And we've got to know what it is so we can learn how to stop it.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Let's have their information.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
So now we have to cozy up to some Albion bastard. Is that it?
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
Oh, you're a DedSec. Good. I need help with something.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
My friend's got this rare blood disorder, and with the NHS in the state it's in, he hasn't been able to get proper treatment in months. The only doctor that would help him works for Clan Kelly. Highly expensive and illegal. But I had no other choice.
I'm listening.
It was a fucking scam. The drugs worked, but my friend got addicted. That's when the doc stopped giving the treatment unless we paid more. Much more. Now we can't afford it.
That's fucking typical, isn't it? All right. We'll get your friend his medicine. You sit tight.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Grant, can you track him down?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you with coordinates now.
This shit should be against the law.
Love your stuff, yar.
Face broken. Get moving, you can't be here. You jump. You'll regret that.
We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you.
If you want to pay us back, we could use people like you.
Move along. Let's dance. You think you've got what it takes? You asked for it.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Received, we are in pursuit.
Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Ambulance urgently required at our location. Over. Control. I've lost the target. Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
Control, patch me through to someone.